Hello everyone, Firecrest Gaming here and welcome back to another video. We are back now with the second career mode race on F1 2016 with the Manor team. Basically trying to stay with them until we win either championship. I'm obviously more happy with drivers, but constructors is still a thing as well.
To the deserts of Bahrain, where the Formula One circus has rolled into town. We're expecting the cars to appear out on track shortly to start today's practice session. A lot of focus is naturally on the drivers, but it's really important for the mechanics to get everything right as well, as one little mistake could cost the team and one of their drivers the race result.
These guys are so meticulous and they train and perfect everything that they do. Without question, they feel the pressure in the same way as the drivers, and they share the responsibility to ensure that the car makes it to the end of the race.
So this time we're going to skip any mention of practice. It was a relatively decent run, but we're going to move straight on to the qualifying because I'm pretty sure that's the only, this in the race is the only thing that really, well, personally I care about and probably the viewers only care about. So heading on down now, down the straight, really a lot of speed down there. The engine upgrade obviously that we got at the end of the last episode really coming into its own here in Bahrain, and we also changed the setup up a little bit and we went for a bit more of an increased top speed, less downforce style setup. And it's definitely worked at the start of this race. High speed at the end of the straight, about 213, 240 miles an hour. All these corners seemingly have been pretty clean so far. This corner's always a bit difficult. Riding the inside, and then missing that one a tiny bit. Use the runoff, and then into second gear, hairpin. You just again want to use a bit of runoff, and then get on the power. Nice and early. This is always a very difficult corner, especially without anti-lock. If you don't have anti-lock brakes, front left will tend to try and lock up and you will be toast through there. Second DRS straight, again not much to think about, just flat out use DRS up to 8th gear and then down to 4th, going in through the left-hander. Long corners here, very harsh to the tyres. These are going to be difficult in the race. This corner always likes to push you off out onto the outside curve and off the circuit if you're not careful, so watch out for that one. Missed the apex of the second to last corner a bit, but using a bit extra runoff, more than probably I should have. But moving now down to the final corner, we just need to get a clean finish to the lap. Into the final corner, good run through there, on the power, and once again going back down to the DRS straight, and that lap puts us in P11. Well, what do you know? Well, I mean, the result wasn't that good, but I mean, I had a bit of glory while it lasted.
Hamilton and Kimi Raikkonen. Goodbye for now then, but we're really just getting started. Make sure to join us again for Lights Out tomorrow.
So with that, let's get on to the Bahrain Grand Prix.
There's something in the Bahrain air tonight, and I'm not just talking about the sand. Our brightest minds have thrust their brightest ideas into the spotlight of the Sakhir circuit this evening as we look ahead once more to a Grand Prix that has thrilled us so consistently in the past. Formula One returns to the desert today on this exceptional 3.36 mile circuit. 15 corners provide plenty of overtaking opportunities, and 2 DRS zones will help with that as well. It could be a strategic race, this one, with Sakhir notorious for eating up the rear tyres. Watch out for drivers managing their rubber at some point during the Grand Prix. Bahrain has showed us many times in the past, though, Anthony Davidson, that a good strategy will only take you so far. Beyond that, you need good racecraft and you need good consistency.
And a little bit of luck too, I'd say. This is one of those circuits where the safety car always seems to come out just at the right time to condense the field together and mix up the cars on different strategies. It's hard on brakes, it's tough on fuel, and the main overtaking opportunity is down into turn 1, where it's easy to outbrake your opponent and potentially have a bit of argy-bargy as well.
Let's go out there and push for at least 18th place.
I mean, you can try for 18th place, but I want some more points on the board, to be fully honest. The lights are coming on now. Lights out, and away we go for the start of this Bahrain Grand Prix. A flyer of a start. Down to the first corner. Up to 16th from 2 places already gained off the start. Trying to get on the inside of Romain Grosjean in the Haas. And now down towards the first corner. Nice and steady through there. Up to P9 behind Jensen Button. Obviously, we beat him out last time in Australia. Only just at the line. So let's give him a little taste and let's try and see if we can overtake him. We can very easily up the inside. Very nice move there. Into P8 at the moment. So now next is actually Max Verstappen, which is not something I thought I'd be saying at this point of the season. As an achievement pops up on screen is because I forgot to turn the notifications off, and we're up to P7. Wow, P7 at the start of this Grand Prix. Who would have thought I'd be overtaking a Red Bull in the second race? I know I'm on Legend and not Ultimate, but how about that? As we now go through the final corner, Massa has been compromised, having to be overtaken by Raikkonen. We're going to try and pick up the pieces, side by side with Felipe Massa, trying to get a bit of a tow from Raikkonen. We've got him, and we are overtaking Kimi Raikkonen into the first corner. We get the move done on the fin, give him a bit of a squeeze on the exit, and allows Massa to come back through. Can he come back on the attack of us at all? He's got the slipstream, but I don't think he can get us into the braking zone. Who would have thought that to the second race and we'd overtake a Williams, Red Bull and a Ferrari? As we move on now to lap 4, we're trying to defend from Kimi Raikkonen as he is on the attack. We obviously, the tyres will start to wear, the car just generally not having the pace it has at the start of the Grand Prix. And here comes Kimi Raikkonen in the slipstream, in the tow. He moves to the inside. He tries to get a move. We're going to go side by side into turn 3. And Raikkonen is round at the corner. Unbelievable. 2 races and in 2 incidents where this has happened. Let's have a look at the replay. Raikkonen's up the inside. Curve to car. And let's have a look from Raikkonen's point of view on that one, just so we can get a further understanding. So you can actually watch the run he gets through here. So he's taking a bit of a wider line through 1. A much tighter through 2. And then using the exit curve on 3. And then here's the run up to 4, I guess. Moves to the inside. We tried to defend a little bit. And there you go. He's going on the curve. He's gone into the side. And round goes Kimi Raikkonen. And at this point of the race, I decided to change things up. I was starting on super softs and was supposed to go to lap 8. But instead, I changed my strategy around. And we box on lap 5 for the soft tyres, which we will take to the end of this Grand Prix. Let's hope that this strategy doesn't come to bite us. But you see ahead there, Daniel Ricciardo pitted on the same lap, so hopefully I can just follow him. Now Manor, please do exactly that for the rest of the season. That is a beautiful pit stop there. As we are now on lap 6 and on to 7, we are gaining our positions back. Up through 14th, 13th, 12th, 11th, 10th, and up to 9th place. At this point, 4 cars are still yet to pit. They are Perez, Sainz, Hulkenberg, and I could not remember the 4th one, I'm afraid. But there we are. We are up now into P7. Sainz making his pit stop. He's actually got on a very good position. What's that? Is that Verstappen in the background? I think it was. Watching on the replay, sorry, it's not Sainz, it's Perez coming out of the pit, sorry. Here's Verstappen. He's just missed the corner. He's parked it on the... What's he doing? Verstappen has messed it up. But I think somehow, and I'm not even joking, this deployed the safety car. I have not had a safety car through the entirety of this game. I possibly caused a 4-car pileup in Melbourne. I didn't get a safety car. And Verstappen drives off the circuit, stops, off the circuit nonetheless, and there's a safety car. That's maybe something to sort out in the patch. But regardless, back to the racing. We're on lap 11. We've got a 3-lap dash to the finish. The rest safety car that really helped us. We've got the slipstream, and we end up going for P4 now from Daniel Ricciardo. 1 more position we can get the podium, but I don't think we can keep up with Vettel and the Mercedes. Speaking of which, Hamilton on the final lap, he's gone for the inside of Rosberg. It just hasn't worked. He's been hung out to dry, and Vettel goes through into 2nd place. Rosberg wins from Vettel, Hamilton, and Hamilton got past Vettel again. Okay, and then, so yes, Hamilton, Vettel, and then we come home in P4 ahead of Ricciardo. Could not be happier right now. But even I'll concede, A, that's very unrealistic, and B, we got lucky again, which wasn't even the point I was going to make, but that's the one I made. And C, the fact that maybe this is a bit too easy. So I will consider, I'm going to do a test, but I'm going to consider turning this up to ultimate difficulty. But I'd rather play this for fun rather than go ridiculously angry that I can't keep up with anyone.
That was a commanding performance today. Very impressive indeed.
And now let's take a look at the constructors' standings. Mercedes have extended their lead at the top of the standings. Meanwhile, Toro Rosso's strong weekend allows them to continue their march up the table. Well, what a weekend that has been. Please join us next time for another thrilling instalment of this Formula One season.
So that'll be it for the Bahrain Grand Prix. Nearly, I'm just going to go to the laptop and see what R&D we can get for the car, see what we want to change. We have a fair few points, not a lot, so we can spend it on a few things. We'll have a look what we can buy, thrashing Pascal Verheilen in the rivalry that we have going on. Korea score, obviously no one really cares about that. And on to the laptop. Let's have a look. No, we're still saving up for that chassis weight upgrade. The drag is somewhat good, the fuel efficiency is kind of redundant. But thank you all very much for watching this video. Hope you all have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in China. I'll see you then, guys. Goodbye.